Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Big Life Podcast. I'm Leah Klinke.
And I'm Kate Phillips, and we're so excited to be here today for episode 13.
Yes, it's an exciting time in women's soccer. Lots of games have been played. We got a lot more to go, but let's first talk about just how our games went this week. So, Kate, how was your game this week?
It was all right. We played Vanderbilt. We ended up losing 2-0. Vanderbilt's actually a really, really good team. I think they're one of the best teams we've played so far. Very disciplined. They take shots from everywhere, but they're a good team. We haven't found the back of the net in a while, which is kind of unfortunate, but still have 3 games left, so still going on. How are your games this week?
They were good. Well, first off, I know one of my best friends from club plays on Vanderbilt. She's like their center back. Her name's Margot Matula. She's
Yeah.
blonde. She's very good. But yeah, the goals would come for sure. I mean, still like 3-4 games left. So you guys still have some time. For our games, we did very good this week. We beat FSU. And then on Sunday, we played SMU and we beat them as well. For our FSU game, we beat them 4-2, but we were down 2-0. And so we came back and scored 4 unanswered goals, which was just amazing to see. And like, just the fight like from my team, like I'm so proud of everyone and so just proud of kind of how we like never gave up, stayed determined and just like fought till the end. So yeah, it was 2-0, and then with 5 minutes left in the first half, we scored. So it was 2-1. So that was good going into half. We kind of had the momentum. And then I think at that halftime talk, we just knew we are not like losing this game. Like it's there for us to take. And I mean, we did just that and scoring more goals. I mean, that game was so much fun. Obviously, we have a lot to improve on, and FSU is such a good team. They have like really great players. All their 2 goals were really great, but we've gotten scored on a lot. So we definitely have some things to work on. But yeah, credit to FSU. They were good. And then we played SMU on Sunday. They're a very good team defensively. They're very organized. We were able to beat them 3-0. So that was also another good game for us. And it was senior night. So that was fun, but also kind of sad for me, but just super exciting to see kind of what's ahead. But yeah, that was like our last game at home. I mean, hopefully we'll host some more games at home, like once it comes to the tournament, but definitely like crazy that was senior night for me. So yeah.
Yeah, did your entire family like come and stuff to the
Yeah. So my brother wasn't able to make it. He had work, but my younger sister came and then both my parents. So it was super fun to see them the entire weekend. They stayed Thursday through Sunday, so they got to watch both games. And then we got to hang out a lot and do all the senior night fun stuff. And then all my best friends are also seniors. So all of our families like got together a bunch, and it was a good family weekend for sure. And good soccer too, because we were able to win. So yeah, a good weekend overall for Notre Dame for sure.
Yeah, sounds like it. It's always fun also like having you had 2 home games, so having your parents there for the whole like weekend.
Mhm.
It's always like fun to just hang out with them, especially like getting a little bit of a break.
Yes,
It's
so
good.
much fun. Yeah, and there was a football game too, so my parents were able to we went to the football game for a little too. So, I mean, the whole experience this weekend, but yeah, super fun. I'm sad they're all gone. It's like weird because I'm like so excited for these things, like, oh, so excited for senior night, like so excited for this game, that game. And then it just like comes and goes so fast. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like trying to stay in the present, but it's hard because I'm just like, it's just gonna come and go, and now it's gone, and 3 more games left for us, and then we're to postseason. So, I mean, things are almost coming to an end, which is exciting, but also like nerve-wracking and scary because, I mean, gotta keep winning, gotta win the last few games to have a good position, a good place to even qualify and get in for postseason. So
Yeah,
it'd
it
be
definitely
interesting.
is.
Yeah.
It's so we say this like pretty often though. Like it just flies by. Like season flies by just because it's like you get in your little routine like every week and then you're just like I don't know. Every day like seems slow. The days seem slow, the weeks fly by.
Yes.
And you're just like, oh my gosh, this whole
Yes.
a week like get by this fast, even though like
Mhm.
your days are long, they just
Yeah.
fly right by.
Yeah. No, I would totally agree. For us, this next week in school is like our fall break, so we actually get the whole week off, which is really nice. But yeah, that means it's like the semester's already halfway over and season is like more than halfway over. So, I mean, that's kind of crazy. But for us, it's nice to have fall break off. We do have like all of our midterms this week, so I have so much work and midterms stuff this week. But then after that, we'll be off of school, which is nice. And then our big, we have a big away trip to the East Coast where we'll play Virginia Tech and Wake Forest. So we'll be gone like Thursday through Sunday playing, or I guess we'll travel Wednesday. So Wednesday through Sunday during fall break. But then before fall break, we're just training, hanging out, and resting from school, which is a really good break that we'll have. So we're excited for that.
Yeah, we don't have fall break. I think we were talking about this a little bit before, but I think our fall break goes into Thanksgiving. I don't know. Something. Wish Missouri had fall break because I could use a break from school. Um, but no, having like a week off of just like school is like so nice of just like a lift off of like just focusing on soccer and like getting to
Mhm.
relax during the day. Obviously, you'll have practice and like treatment and film and whatnot, but just like not worrying about school is like actually the best feeling ever. Like that's what
Yes.
about also preseason is like you're literally just focusing on soccer and it's like I don't even need like I don't know. Your brain
Mhm.
just focused on soccer and then it's like
Yes.
the thousand
Yeah.
things with that comes with school.
Yeah, right. No, it's so nice to just have soccer and then, like, the rest of the time is just, like, fun with teammates. I think this fall break, we're gonna go shopping in Chicago one day. We're gonna go just for the day to Chicago and get brunch and go shopping, like, on our off day, so that'll be fun for us, and then we're gonna have, like, a Halloween fall, like, pumpkin movie night or something one of the days of fall break also, so just fun things to do, I guess. Everyone's, like, gonna be gone. Everyone will go home, like, from campus, so it's just gonna be our team, I guess, and some other athletes, but it's definitely nice to have a break from school just because it is so busy, and, I mean, we always talk about soccer on this podcast, but we talked about school last week a lot, but, I mean, school is such a big part of just the whole experience of being a student athlete. It's not just about soccer, like, that's not even half of it, like school is just as important or more important in my opinion. So, yeah, it's gonna be nice to have a break for us for sure. Who are you guys playing this next week?
We play Texas A&M on Thursday and then senior night last home game, Arkansas on Sunday. Sorry, I'm getting like my days are all like as I was saying, the weeks I get confused with all my days. But yeah, we go to A&M. We leave tomorrow, which is Wednesday, and then we'll get down there and then play on Thursday. I'm excited to play there though. I've heard the environment. I don't know if you've ever played at A&M or
Mhm.
probably seen like the environment or whatever, but I've just heard that the fans are like crazy and like on top of the goal and like on top of you. So I'm kind of excited for that. I think
Yeah. So, Texas A&M, I live in Houston, so Texas A&M is, like, an hour away. So we've had, like, a bunch of club things there, like, I've gone to a bunch of to, like, see their games and stuff there too. It is such a nice field, and it is a great environment to play at, but yeah, there's definitely gonna be some heckling, I'm sure. I mean, they're, like, big stadium, like, all around with yeah, a bunch of fans that can be, like, right behind the goal, so for sure, they're definitely, like, right on top of you, but it's a really fun environment. And that's exciting, you guys are going to Texas, I wish we played in Texas.
yeah, that'll be our only Texas trip this year. But no, I'm actually excited. Like I think it's fun.
Mm,
The fans are like heckling you. Like I don't know.
yes.
I think it's
Yeah,
fun. Um
it's fun, yeah, for sure.
I think we played it when we played at Tennessee this year, there was like guys behind the goal and they were like messing with me the whole game.
I
But it
bet they mess with you so much,
I
especially
know. I think
yeah,
it's funny though. But like they're like
yeah,
they pull up your Instagram, they'll like they do like the whole thing.
of
And
course,
I
yeah.
think it's actually hilarious. Like
Mhm.
they, like, make me laugh. Obviously, during the game, like, I'm, like, acting like they're not, like when my back is, like, obviously to them, like, I'm, like, laughing at them. Just,
Yeah,
like, I don't know. I just think
yeah,
it's
yeah. No. There's definitely, like, a lot of, like, heckling and stuff, I feel like, in college soccer, just from the fans on the sideline. And even like we've had some like not bad, I mean, I guess kind of bad experiences with like even like the bench of the other team is sometimes like heckling or like mean to the field players. Like we've had instances where like refs have to get involved. So I mean, it's something you just kind of got to deal with and like ignore. It's funny, but then it can also get in your head too. So how do you kind of handle that?
I don't really, like I don't know, I don't really let it get in my head. I honestly think they're funny. Like,
Yeah,
whoever
that's
is back there, like, they're always just it's always some guy, like, it's never, like, a girl. It's always, like, some guy is just back there, like, heckling. I don't know, I just think it's funny. Like, I just laugh because I haven't had anybody, like, say anything, like, mean or, like, out of pocket thing or something. Maybe if somebody was, I would say something to the ref if it was, like, bothering me, but no, I just kinda, like, let it brush off and, like, laugh. It's just, like,
yeah.
the moment. I think the worst I've probably had isn't even during college. It was, like, for summer league. We were playing for, like, USL. We were playing in Detroit for a USL, like it was, like, USLW league, but I forget what exactly. It was, like, one of the conference things to make it to the finals, and they had these fans, like, grown older men, and they were, like, saying some, like, very crazy stuff, and the ref was like, "You guys need to, like, cut it out," like and we had people, like, obviously on our team that were, like, older as well, like, this was, like, 2 years ago. I was going into my sophomore year, and we had, like, older girls, and they were, like, telling the ref, they're like, "Dude, like, these guys cannot be saying that." But, like, that's the only time I've ever like, had an incident. Besides that, like, people just say funny things, like, there's
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you had,
That's
like
kind of crazy for a summer league.
no, they take it very serious because they travel with, like, the USL, like, men's teams, so, like, when it's
Oh, like their fans travel?
yes, like, we'll have fans like that at our team
Yeah.
stuff
Oh,
too,
wow.
which our fans are kind of, like, out of they say stuff too that I'm just should not be saying. So,
Yeah,
but, yeah, they because 'cause they're, like, the fans for the men's teams, and then they'll come to the women's games too, and they do, like, drums and, like,
yeah. Wow.
smoke when the goals are scored, like, there's, like, a lot of people there. I remember
Yeah.
at the Detroit one, and they're, like, on the field, like, it's like a bowl, so they're, like
Oh, I see. Yeah. That's kind of a fun environment, though.
yeah, but I haven't had any bad experiences, I don't know, have you had any, like, bad experiences?
Um, I'd say yes, like, can't even, like, pick out any specific places or anything, but there's definitely been some, like, places where there's just, like, people saying not nice things to people on our field, just, like, pulling up their social medias and, like, commenting on things which don't even relate to soccer, or, like, we've had problems with, like, the benches of other teams too, like, not even chirping, but, like, just, like, doing saying, like, just, like, mean things to you, like, right on the field, like, if you're throwing in the ball, like, right next to them or something, and
Mhm.
it's like
Yeah.
I mean, like, it is just part of the game, like, you just have to deal with that, like, people are gonna chirp you, but especially, like, our coaches are big about, like, having class, like, always being humble, having humility, and just, like, having class, so, like, where our coaches are always, like, reminding everyone on the bench and stuff, like, we're only cheering for our team, like, we're not saying anything about the other team, so if we, like, get in a good tackle or something or play good defense, and we're like our bench goes crazy, our bench is actually insane. Then they're, like, super loud about that, but it's, like, only cheering, like, what we do, like, not commenting on anything they do, so
Yeah.
I feel like that's a good rule to keep in mind, but it's also, like, when you're, like, getting in the game or when you're, like, so, like, into the game, it's so easy to just, like, say, like, chirpy things to the other team. I definitely have before, so I'm, like, not one to, like, be preaching all this, but, I mean, it gets intense, but I guess it's just part of the game.
Yeah, I think it is. I don't really say mu I don't know. I don't, like, say I only get mad if there's, like, moments of somebody's just, like, doing s
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I think it's always, like, for me, when I get mad is, like, on, like, corner kicks or something, and just something's happening and players not getting out of my way, and, like, it's, like, not fair.
yeah,
Um, I'll get
that's
mad, but besides that, I'm just kinda like I don't know, I'm kinda, like, low key about that. I don't know. I don't really care.
yeah,
I think
that's good, that's the way to be.
but I also can't hear things, like, on the field, like, over by the benches and stuff, but, like, I've definitely had, like I don't know, like teams. Like Mississippi State has like a thing and they'll like bark at you.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Laughing. I'm like, why are you guys barking?
It's funny, yeah. Sometimes I'll turn around and just be like, what the heck? Like,
Like
what?
stuff like that. Just like
Yeah.
it's so interesting. But yeah, definitely a part of the game. And I think it makes
Yeah.
it makes the environment fun.
Yeah, it does. It, like, brings up the energy for sure, and it
Mhm.
makes you, like, wanna, like, get back at them.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. That's funny. Let's talk kind of a little bit about some of the games this past week. So what caught my eye was Virginia was number 1, and they flew all the way coast to coast to California. They played Cal and Stanford, and they tied Cal, and then they lost to Stanford 2-1. I thought that was interesting. I mean, all those 3 teams are very good. Virginia especially really good. They were tied number 1. But I think it's interesting how, like, I wonder what the results would be if they were home instead of away. Like, I think really traveling, especially coast to coast, that's like what, a 4, 5 hour flight probably, like
Yeah.
even more, 6 hours, like that really takes a toll on you, especially when you're in the middle of school and everything else. So that was kind of interesting to me. I mean, obviously, selfishly, that was good for our team that they tied and lost, but yeah, no, that's interesting. It's definitely hard to play away, especially if it's super far away like that.
Yeah. I would love to like obviously you guys your like conference is like completely across the country, literally coast to coast. Same with Big Ten. We're fortunate that it's like not that for us, but I would just love to see like the results for teams when they are. We've talked about this. I mean, away games are hard, but just traveling like from East Coast, West Coast, West Coast, East Coast, time change too is
Yeah.
actually crazy because when you're going West Coast or East Coast to West Coast, like your time change is like crazy off. You could be playing like 6 p.m. game and it could be what, like 9
Yeah.
p.m.
Feels like 9 p.m. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like I don't know. Obviously, this has been talked about a lot with different sports teams.
Yeah.
But for soccer, it's just hard because it's like one game and quick turnaround.
Mhm. Right. Yeah. It's kind of I wonder when they, like, flew up or flew to California. Probably, I'm guessing on, like, Tuesday when they played on Thursday.
Yeah.
I think it was interesting. I mean, if you have 2 games, like, you kind of have to adjust to the time. So we played Stanford last year, and we just flew for 1 game, then flew back. And we did it where our coaches and everyone I mean, they got this information from, like, all the health our doctors and stuff behind it, but we, like, stayed since it's 3-hour time change, we stayed on Eastern Time. So, like, our coaches were telling us, like, when we get there, like, it's, like, try to go to bed at, like, 8 p.m. or, like, whatever, because that's, like, 11 p.m. our time, and our breakfast was at, like, 6 a.m. California time because it, like, was, like, 9 a.m. our time. So we, like, tried to stay on our time because it was such a, like, a quick turnaround and only, like, a one-day thing. So that was kinda interesting, that's what we did, but since they stayed there longer, I'm sure they were adjusting to the time and everything. But yeah, no, it's definitely hard to play away.
Yeah, definitely. Another game that was pretty interesting was Florida upset Mississippi State. And I know in that game, I didn't watch it because it was the same time as our game, but both teams had a red card. And I don't know exactly what happened, but I've heard kind of people talk about like what have happened, but that's not the point. But both of them played with 10 players at some point in the second half, and then Florida ended up scoring late in the second half, which I mean, I think it was like one of their first upsets, like of a ranked team. I don't know, something like that.
Oh, nice.
But the
That's crazy.
playing both teams playing with 10 players. I mean, I guess that's better than one team playing with one player down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
both those players are out then for the next game, I'm pretty sure.
Mhm. Yeah.
And one
Yeah.
of them for Mississippi State, I know that the player that got the red for them was Allie Perry, who is their, like, engine in their midfield. Really good
Mhm.
player. So,
Yeah.
that'll be interesting to see how that works for them. I mean, they have a lot of good players on their team, but she's really good, so
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't really see what happened, but or I didn't get a chance to watch that game either, but that's crazy. 2 red cards. I haven't really heard of many red cards this season at all, so that's kind of crazy. And then the other game that stuck out to me was Duke played UNC, so that's always a rivalry, and Duke won 3-2. I wasn't able to watch much of this game either, but seems very back and forth, and but that seems like a fair score. Like, both those teams really good. Duke just pulled away with the win, so,
Yeah,
um
UNC's kind of having I mean, they're playing great teams. Not the greatest, like, not great, but, like, they've just had a tough schedule so far, and
yeah, for sure.
I saw
Yeah.
the Duke one of their I don't know if it was their last goal or one of their goals, but it was a banger, and I think from the video, I don't know if it actually happened, but I think the ball, like, hit the crossbar, hit the goalkeeper, and went in, which is just, like you're just like, "Whatever," in that point. I mean, it was a great strike.
Yeah. Oh
I'm
gosh,
pretty
yeah,
sure from how it looked, it hit her, came off, hit her, and went in, which is just like,
yeah,
dang.
dang. Yeah, that's so unfortunate, really unfortunate. Okay, so how many games do you guys have left this season?
We have 3 guaranteed. We need to win 2 of them, make the SEC tournament, and then obviously chances for NCAA tournament. But yeah, 3 guaranteed.
Mhm.
Just crazy.
Yeah, ours is 3 too, so that's crazy. So, like, 3 weeks from now, like, over half of the teams on for NCAA Division I women's soccer will be done with their season. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's really I feel like in these last 3 games, people are gonna be fighting to stay in, fighting for their seniors, fighting for their team, just everyone to get one last game of the season because you never know. Once you get into these tournaments, you never know when the last game's gonna be, so
Mhm.
everyone's gonna be fighting. Yeah, teams are definitely trying to just do the best they can in these last 3 games too.
Yeah,
The best
definitely.
chances of making tournaments and getting good seeds and stuff like that.
One thing that we, like, work on a little bit once we start getting near the end of the season a lot is, like, penalties and just, like, if we get into that scenario, who takes them, kinda what we do. Do you kind of have a routine, like, with that? Do you take a penalty? Like, what's your kinda thoughts on that?
Yeah, so kind of like your team, we definitely once we get into these tournaments, like, we start practicing PKs, and it's crazy because once you get into the tournaments and you tie, like, can't end in a tie anymore, so you go into overtime. I think it's 2 periods of 10 minutes, I think, or
Yeah.
15. Is it 10? I think it's 10, and then you'll go into PKs after that, so, yeah, definitely once we get into the tournaments, we'll be practicing PKs, like, probably almost after almost every practice. Personally, I like taking PKs. I definitely take a PK. I feel like I have the routine. I have a routine that I do every time, and I feel like it's just confidence is the main thing that I try to focus on and just, like, staying in the present moment for each, like, step of my routine, I guess. And then just making like, putting the ball in a place and hitting it with enough power so that I have to make the keeper, like, make a save. So and then if they make a great save, then, like, I did all I can. So it's like, that's if I made a or if I hit a good shot and they made a great save, then I'm like, "Okay, well, that's I tried my best." So but yeah, I feel like it's just important to have a routine, stick to the routine, and, like, hit the ball hard. So yeah, that's kind of what I try to focus on when taking PKs, but obviously have not gotten there yet or have experience with that so
Mhm.
far.
You haven't at all in your college career?
Oh, I was thinking this year. No, we have. We've had some games that have gone to PKs. I think we've been in multiple. The most notable that I remember is it was my freshman year, I think.
I
Yeah, it
remember
was my
watching.
freshman year. We played FSU, we tied. We went into it was the ACC tournament semifinals. Then we went into PKs, and it was also a crazy game, like, we would get down a goal, and then we would score a goal. We would get down, and then we would score, and Corbin Albert, like, she's amazing, was on our team at the time, and she kept scoring and, like, doing these crazy shots and everything. She actually had the game of her life, it's crazy. But yeah, no, she's great, obviously. Such a great player. But we went into PKs, and we ended up losing that shootout. Yeah. I don't think I took one then. I can't remember though. I don't really
I think I remember watching that because Z, Mackenzie,
remember.
your guys' goalkeeper at the time, because this is interesting for people out there too. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys would take her out. She was their starter, and you guys would take her out, right, for penalties, and you'd put your backup
Yeah, we
in.
Ashley Naylor. Wait, yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
Because that is just,
You're right.
like, that's just, like, so interesting because so for goalkeepers, a lot of the time, I don't know, was she really tall?
Yeah,
The
she was not like really, really tall. Like she was just as tall as Z, maybe like a little bit taller, but we had like she's a great player, Ashley. Her name is she went on to play her fifth year. But she she had like started the year before, but then Z came in and was playing a lot that year. They like switched off at the beginning, but then Z came in, was playing a lot. But Ashley's like known for, I guess, being really good at PKs. Like she was really, really good. So I guess our goalkeeper coach just decided that she would be the PK goalie, I guess. I forgot about that. I can't believe you remember that.
Yeah, no, I remember watching it because it's just, like,
Mhm.
so interesting. Because some goalkeepers are really good at penalties and reading them and just, like, getting there, and then some people are just, like, I don't know, not the greatest at them, not that they're, like, a bad goalkeeper at all, which Mackenzie Wood, who we're talking about, literally plays for the Chicago, um,
Mhm. Yes, she's amazing.
uh, but, yeah, it's just, like, interesting because the only penalty shootout I've been in was for this sounds so funny, but for college, I've been in others for stuff, but we played Michigan State for in the spring of my freshman year, and we were in, like, this tournament thing, and then if you tied, you end up going to penalties, and our other goalkeeper, like, I played the whole game, and then our backup goalkeeper, she's just really, really good at penalties, and so they put her in, but it's just, like, interesting because that's not something, like, you normally see besides
Yeah.
in that situation is they'll bring in, like, a different goalkeeper who's,
Yeah.
like it's actually insane to me, penalties is, like, these players have been sitting on the bench, like, a lot of them, like, don't play the whole
Mhm.
game, and they come in and just under pressure, they're able
Yeah.
to
And they just take one kick and
kick it,
yeah,
yeah.
it's crazy. Yeah. Wait, I think we were in that same tournament that spring because we were in some random tournament too, but
Yes. It was at Grand Park and it was
yes. Yes, 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 yes. We played there. We were like, "What is this club field that we're playing at?"
that's where my club plays at, that's where I play club.
Oh my gosh, really? I mean, it was such a nice club field. Wow, that's insane.
Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, that
but
was fun. Played like Xavier and I think we played them then. I don't know. I can't really remember.
yeah, mm, but I
Yeah.
haven't since from college, but yeah.
It's gonna be super exciting with penalties coming soon
Yes.
once we get into the tournaments. Yeah. Also, a few other games next week that are gonna be really good games that I'm looking forward to see is Stanford versus FSU. They're playing next week. They're both the rankings came out this week, but I think they're both probably top 5 now. Stanford's 2. I can't remember what FSU is, probably 5 or 6. So that's gonna be a really good game. I'm excited to watch that one. And then also another ranked game, I think TCU is 14 versus Baylor, who's number 10. And Baylor's doing really, really well this year. They're like ranked really high in the RPI and everyone's rankings too. So that's kind of interesting to me. I was like, oh, I didn't expect to see Baylor, I guess, up there, but they're having a great year so far. So that's good for them.
Do you know a lot of people on that team?
I actually don't. I think I know a couple, but being from Texas, you'd think I'd know more, but I really don't. We didn't have no girls from my club went to Baylor that I can
Yes,
remember.
TCU too. Yeah, 2 Texas teams there.
Yeah. Yeah, I know more people on TCU for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd seen them play Kansas, they're a good team, a couple of weeks ago. They they score a lot of goals. Like, I remember in the Kansas game, they were just like, the last 15 minutes, I think they scored, like, 3 goals or something.
Oh, wow. That's insane.
Really going off. But and Kansas is a good team too, so
Yeah. Kansas has been doing good too. Yeah.
alright, well, next week, we actually have a really exciting guest coming on, so we can't wait for you guys to hear from her. So tune in next week for a special guest. We're excited for you guys to meet her, but Thanks for listening to Big Life Podcast this week. And good luck next week with your games, Leah.
Thanks. Good luck with yours too. It's going to be an exciting week and can't wait to come back next week for another podcast with our special guest. So stay tuned for that.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.